Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Prepper channel. Anyway, with that, some of you might notice that I'm still sitting in my car for like a third video in a row. I'm actually sitting right beside the Trump Tower. There's actually a whiskey bar here called Wine and Whiskey Bar 45. Pretty cool. Anyway, the wife's at a store, so I'm sitting in here killing time doing some videos. With that, guys, today's topic, we're going to talk about, will weaponizing federal agencies affect preppers? Now, again, I was wrong. I have to admit it again. When you guys are talking about the IRS hiring 87,000 agents to carry guns and start arresting American citizens for whatever reason, it wind up being tax evasions, but I doubt it very much. And I know that it's 87,000 over 10 years. Still, the weaponization of the IRS and the FBI are very, very bad, and that is an authoritarian move. Okay, so now, guys, will they actually come after preppers over this kind of stuff? Now, I say preppers because a lot of us are looking to go off-grid. A lot of us are off the grid. Some of us, like myself, still live in a city and dependent on the system. But nonetheless, is this going to bite us in the ass when shit gets really bad here, financially or economically, and as far as food goes, right? Because everybody and anybody knows most preppers have a plethora of food stocked away, ready to rock and roll. Some of us have our shit buried, some of us have it in storage units, some of us have it in our apartments and our homes. If things get bad where they have to weaponize these people to come after us, what is that going to look like? Now, again, this is just a question. I'm not saying that they are going to weaponize them to come after us specifically. What I'm saying is that, what is that going to look like? Is that a possibility? Will it affect us in the long run, right? Remember that certain places, guys, in the United States, you can't even fucking collect rainwater in a barrel because they made that illegal. They have some jerk off going around fucking checking to see if people are actually collecting rainwater through way of your neighbors snitching on you. This is probably why getting your own land is so important. It's the most important thing you can do is get your own land. And not a house on 1 acre. I'm talking about a house on like 25 acres. So that you build your house somewhere, nobody's peeking over your fence to see whether or not you're actually storing rainwater. So again, guys, and you have people now, you had the FBI at some point talking about or the ATF rather, wanting you to snitch on your neighbors if they had too many guns. I think this was like a couple years ago. Nonetheless, guys, this is all adding up. Right? The IRS might want to see what you're buying, to see if you're actually buying prepper items. They can say, oh, he's got too many guns. We looked at his receipts, and a lot of his receipts are from gun shops. He's got X amount of ammos according to this year. He's got that many guns according to this year, because they can only go year by year. And we backtracked his records for the last 5 years, and he's had an absorbent amount of weapons. I think this guy could be a terrorist threat. This is all starting to add up, and yes, this is still conspiracy theory, guys. I'm very much in the conspiracy theory realm with this. I could be, again, overthinking this, but nonetheless, is this a possibility? We are seeing, guys, what the FBI did to Trump, right? The Democrats weaponizing them to go to Trump's place to raid them over what? Nothing, right? We watched them talk about weaponizing the IRS, and where's that gotten them? Not a lot of applicants are signing up. Again, 87,000 in 10 years, you're not getting those numbers. The only way, like I said before in my live stream, the only way you're getting those numbers if you take illegals in coming across the border and give them a deal. You can get instant citizenship if you join the IRS task force. And what fucking illegal wouldn't? Sign me up, amigo. You know, who wouldn't do that, right? So again, that's the only way you're going to get those numbers. You're not going to get an actual American citizen. I don't even think you're going to get a liberal for that matter to do that. Again, guys, the only way they're going to get those numbers if they do what I said with the illegals, because liberals and ourselves, people like us, are not signing up. Weaponizing the IRS and the FBI is because what they did with Trump, as I went over before. I think they're trying to match the weaponization with the ATF, right? Now, the ATF has been pretty quiet. There has been no mention of them. I mean, we hear about them here and there, but nothing, at the levels we're hearing what they're doing with the IRS and the FBI. And the FBI, guys, they're just making them more pliable to the Democrats' use. That's the problem with the FBI. But again, could they come after us in some aspect? Absolutely they could. But again, will they? That's the bigger question. And again, this is just a question to throw out there so that, people start thinking. Because listen, guys, anything right now is possible. We are watching all of these weird things happen. We're watching agencies, again, become stronger, if you will. And we're sitting here thinking that this shit's not going to affect us. It could. Or again, I could be overthinking this whole thing. Remember, guys, they've tried so hard to go after guns. They tell us we can't collect water. If I'm not mistaken, in a couple counties here in the United States, you can't even garden. And I don't know if the gardening has anything to do with water shortage. That could be so. But nonetheless, guys, they're putting out these rules and the drips and drabs so that we can do less. At some point, guys, prepping also switched to hoarding. I don't know at what point in American history we became hoarders, but now we're hoarding. With that, guys, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.